who gets the most points.
Today, I'm going to put your attentiveness to the test. Pay attention to every little detail, and you'll solve all the riddles in no time. Mark was walking along the river when he heard someone screaming. It was a young woman who was drowning. The guy immediately left his jacket and backpack on the ground and jumped into the water. Luckily, he was on time. When Mark pulled the woman out of the river, he saw a passerby standing next to his stuff.
Did he take his stuff?
Unfortunately, I can't swim, but I looked after your things, the man said. Then why did you rummage in my backpack? Mark asked. How did he understand someone had opened his backpack?
Do you know?
No.
Maybe the zipper is open?
Yeah.
Probably.
When he dropped the bag on the ground, the zipper was on the left side, but now it's on the right side.
I got it.
It was a
That's 1
scorching
point
hot
for
day
me.
when Thomas made a bet with his friends. At that time, they were chilling in the garden, drinking water and lemonade. Thomas told his friends that water produced by different companies tasted different too. You can blindfold me. I'll take a sip from 2 bottles of water. The one we have on the table and the one from a different producer. I saw it in the kitchen. I bet I'll be able to tell the difference. Then he did exactly that. His friends were ready to give Thomas the money he had won. But one of them cut in. You were cheating, he said. Why did he think so?
Wait, there's the sun. I can see their shadows, so it was the sun. One of them was hot.
It was an extremely hot day. No wonder the water had been outside for several hours, which was much warmer than the water brought from the kitchen.
Another point for me.
Someone robbed a bank in a large city. A police detective went to visit the main suspect, who had been detained several times before. I've been feeling unwell this week, and I haven't left my apartment for 3 days. Luckily, I didn't
He's
need
very
food.
pale.
My fridge is full. You can make sure of it yourself, the man said, and opened his fridge. But the detective realized the man was lying and arrested
If he was
him.
there for 3
How did
days, he
figure
wouldn't
it out?
have that much food.
If he was there for 3 days, he wouldn't have any food.
First of all, that loaf of bread on the table looks fresh. Plus, if the man had been staying inside for 3 days already, his fridge wouldn't be so full.
That's another point for me.
Mr. Black sold beautiful, rare vases. There were dozens of them on the shelves of his store. One day, the man called the police. When they arrived, the owner had his head bandaged and his store was a mess. Some guys in masks ran into my store and grabbed the money and the most expensive vases. Then they hit me on the head and I blacked out. Police officers immediately understood that Mr. Black was lying to get the insurance money. How did they figure it out?
If they would have thrown them on the floor, then they would have just been broken.
Yeah.
He just
Even
laid them
though
on the
most
floor.
of the vases are on the floor. They aren't even cracked. But if the vases had fallen down from the shelves during the robbery, they would have been shattered.
Another
Look
point.
at these 2 bloggers. As you see, they
One
both
with a
seem to
dog.
be very popular. They also
Another
have
one
the same
with
amount of
a
likes.
bag.
But there's something wrong with one of them. She must be hiding something. What is it?
Same number of followers. Probably the one on the right.
The girl
The
on
bag
the
is
right
off.
has a fake bag. The logo on it looks like that of Chanel, but it's written Gucci underneath.
Another point.
Marcel was driving along a dangerous mountain road. Suddenly, he saw a man sitting on the side of the road and stopped. It turned out the man hadn't managed to control his car. It fell off the road and the man got thrown out of the window. And now, his very expensive car was beyond repair. Could you be my witness when I prepare the documents for my insurance company? The man asked Marcel. The guy agreed, but asked the man to show him what was inside the car. The man took the key out of his pocket and unlocked the damaged vehicle. I won't take
How did he
part in
get the
this
key?
fraud, Marcel said.
If he flew out
Why
of
did
the
he
window,
think
he
that
wouldn't
man
be
was
able to
lying?
catch the key. Just skip.
If the man had been thrown out of the car, the key would still be in the
See?
ignition.
Another point.
Dylan and Susan had been happily married for 10 years. One day, Dylan went on a business trip. When he returned, Susan immediately understood that the man wasn't her husband. How did she figure it out?
He didn't know wearing any ring.
No ring.
Dylan always wore his wedding ring. If you were attentive, you must have noticed it on his finger. But the man who returned to Susan didn't have
I
the wedding
said that. 1 point for me.
The police found out that a smuggler was going to leave the country through the largest airport in the city. A detective arrived there and detained 3 people who looked suspicious. Look at them and try to figure out who the smuggler is.
He's normal.
Why does he have a wig and women's shoes if he's a man on the right?
It's the 3rd passenger. His suitcase is full of totally random stuff. Women's shoes, some random socks, a pair of old dirty jeans, and even a wig. Plus, when closed, the suitcase looks much larger than when it's open. Sarah's husband, Michel, was a professional cyclist. He was about to have a challenging cycling tournament. I promise I'll bring you the bouquet they give to the winner, Michel told Sarah. 4 hours later, he came back with beautiful flowers. But Sarah realized right away that Michel hadn't won the tournament. How did she figure it out?
Wouldn't it just be different flowers? Or he just picked them from his garden?
Those flowers are actually from Sarah's garden. The same flowers are growing next to their house.
1 point for me.
Look at these people. The man is in the hospital. He's lost his memory. And these 2 women both claim to be his partner. One of them is obviously lying.
One on the right,
but
she
which
has a
one?
ring.
The woman on the left is lying. If they were married, they would have wedding rings on their fingers. Now, there are these 3 people. One of them is lying. Who is it? Look
The one
at
in
this
the middle.
woman claiming that she's pregnant. See that Adam's
Adam's
apple?
apple.
It's
I
a
was doing
man.
that.
He can't be
I was
pregnant.
thinking of that. 1
Look
point
at
for me.
these people. Can you figure out who's a vampire?
They all have shadows. How is anyone a vampire?
It's this man. See those fangs? Creepy.
No point for anyone.
Which of these girls is the man's wife?
The one on the right has the same name as on his hand.
It's the girl on the right. She's wearing a necklace saying Kate, and the man has a tattoo with the same name on his arm. A store security guard stopped a man who was leaving a clothing store.
Did he rob
The
it?
sales assistant claims you've stolen a pair of expensive gloves.
These are my gloves. I've had them for ages.
But the security guard immediately understood the man was lying. How?
There's one. Right hand and there's one. Is that another right hand?
The man wouldn't be able to use these gloves.
All
They're
right.
both for the same
They're
hand.
both right hand.
Rachel reached the final of a game show. In the last round, she could win a gold bar, but only if she managed to get it. One of the bars was in a container with boiling hot water.
Just wait for it
The
to cool
jar
down.
containing the second bar was filled with strong acid.
Nope.
And in the third jar, there were venomous scorpions. Which container should Rachel choose?
The first one.
Just wait for it to cool. Skip.
1
The
point
woman
for
just
both of
needs to wait
us.
until the water in
Right?
the first jar cools down and take the gold bar. Detective Adams came to a park to have lunch in the sun, but his attention was drawn by 3 men running around a fountain. Each of them was shouting, "Thief! Catch the thief!" The detective was confused. Who was
Thief?
the real thief? That's why he just kept watching. After some time, the distance between the men shortened. Detective Adams immediately realized who the real thief was. Can you figure it out too?
If it was 1 in 3, you could just that's ridiculous. I don't know.
If
2?
the third man was the thief, the second one would only have to turn around to catch him. The same goes for the second man, which means the man running the first is the criminal. If it rains at midnight, can you expect that in 72 hours it will be sunny?
It's only 2 hours, it will be night again.
If it's night, then there's no rain. Then there's no sun.
Yeah.
No way. In 72 hours, it's gonna be night again. Can you crack this Rebus puzzle?
Easy.
Accelerate.
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 That's right. It means accelerate.
Oh, you can't even see it.
That's
Done.
it for today. So hey, if you pacified your curiosity, then give the video a like and share.
And that's the video done.
Make sure to subscribe.